Hey, what's up, guys? Aiden here. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the potential fight that's coming up. If you haven't seen the fight from yesterday between Tyson Fury and Dillian White, then go watch that first. Now I'm going to jump into the result and I'm going to jump into what's coming up. So obviously, if you've seen the fight, then you know the result, you know the outcome. It was that clean, boom, uppercut right up the middle, knocked him out clean, and Tyson Fury got the win. And at the end of the fight, there was a little bit where Francis Ngannou made an appearance onto the scene, and it looks like Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury are organizing some sort of hybrid fight with the MMA gloves in a boxing ring. So I just wanted to talk a bit about maybe the rules that would make this interesting. And I think a lot of boxing people, well, I'm going on Reddit and I'm going onto the boxing sub forum and seeing that people aren't really too fussed about the Ngannou fight. They think that Tyson Fury has more fights, like the Usyk fight, for example, the Anthony Joshua fight. And they're not wrong about that. Like, those are fights that need to be made as well before Tyson Fury retires. But again, it's still something that could potentially happen. But Tyson Fury has talked about only doing fights that really interest him. So Francis Ngannou, obviously, this is a big opportunity for him. I'm glad for him. It's about time he gets his payday, he gets his respect. And to be honest, to be brought onto that stage by Tyson Fury in front of all of those people that are watching, and that just legitimizes Francis Ngannou so much. So much more than what the UFC have done for him. Like, he's done everything for himself and he's knocked out everyone they've put in front of him. And the UFC have just not hyped him up. They've not made him into, at first the Ford Escort story, yeah, they came with that. That was about it. After that, after he just deaded everyone and then demanded some more money, which is fair enough, they were like, let's do the interim champion, let's do this, let's do that. So anyway, Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury is a fight that might be coming up, might be happening, and I really hope it does. In terms of the rules, I think to make it an interesting bout, and I do think Fury is going in with some balls. We've got to say, to be able to go in with the 4-ounce gloves, it's going to change some of the angles that he's going to have to defend from. His blocking and game is going to be different. When he put his hand up here, bruv, it's not going to cover everything. And Francis Ngannou is known for throwing wild shots from wild angles. So the rules I'd like to see are 10-minute rounds by 1.5. 10-minute rounds, imagine that. No, 1.5-minute rounds, but 10 of them. And basically what this will mean is that where Fury has experience fighting 12, by 3-minute rounds and working up all that boxing acumen, and it changes everything, right? Just by the rounds, if you look at Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, he was doing okay for the first few rounds until he started fading around, round 6, round 7. His steam just dropped off, and then bam, he just got murked around round 10. And similar thing will happen for Francis Ngannou, but probably earlier on because of the heavyweight thing, because of the muscle mass. So for Fury to really challenge himself here, to really put himself on the line, I would suggest a 10 round by 1.5 minutes with 1 minute rest in between, with the MMA gloves in a boxing ring of any size. It can be the biggest boxing ring size that you can get. That's cool. I think that would be a cracking one, because that's going to up the odds. Because again, Francis Ngannou, he's not like Deontay Wilder. I know people say, oh yeah, but Fury's faced Deontay Wilder. He's faced a power puncher before. But not like Francis Ngannou, man. Francis Ngannou, Deontay Wilder throws all of it. He turns his shoulder into it. He switches stances as he goes, and he lands in the other stance with the punch connecting as well. Francis Ngannou stands up straight and just hammer fists from like his elbow, and he knocks people dead. Someone's deep on his leg, he will just tap him to the back of the head, to the side of the head, and they're dead. Do you know what I mean? Like the Jairzinho Rosenstrike, can you teach that technique? No, because there's no technique behind it. He's just going in, he's swinging, and he knows what he wants to do. He wants to dead that guy, and he gets it done. So I'd love to see a 10 by 1 minute, 1.5 minute with the MMA gloves. I think that's going to be the big challenge for Tyson Fury if he accepts something along similar to those lines. I mean, anything that's 3-minute rounds is going to be too hard for Francis Ngannou. He's going to get his face boxed off, and after round 2, he'll be so demoralized that there's just no point continuing the competition. And we as viewers aren't going to want to watch that either, because Francis Ngannou is someone he's one of our favorites. We don't want to see that happen to him. But 10 by 1.5 minute rounds, explosive action. Yeah, that's what I'm about. Let me know what you guys think about the rule set that should be applying here, and if you think the fight is a silly fight as well. But I don't think it is. I think it's a good fight, and I think he should fight Usyk. I think Anthony Joshua he would beat anyway. I think Usyk is the other one that makes sense, and after that he can retire, man. So let me know what you guys think. I'm Aiden. I'm out. Peace.